Hey everyone, welcome to Insight Fusion. If you care about real change, especially when it comes to education, then this video is for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a discussion that really matters. Here's a hard truth we can't ignore. In 2024, 18.96 million Filipino students from both junior and senior high school graduated without the ability to read and understand a simple story. Yes, almost 19 million students went through years of school and still lacked basic literacy. That's not just alarming. It's a crisis. A deep systemic failure in Philippine education. And this happened even after the government added more years through the K-12 program, which was supposed to improve education quality. But according to a survey from the Philippine Institute for Development Studies, 44% of Filipinos are still not satisfied with K-12. Why is literacy still falling despite K-12? 1. Poor teaching quality and teacher shortages. There's a lack of trained educators, congested classrooms, and inadequate learning materials, especially in public schools. 2. Overloaded and ineffective curriculum. The curriculum is packed with too much content, but fails to focus on foundational skills like reading, comprehension, and math. 3. Infrastructure gaps and the digital divide. Thousands of students still don't have stable internet, electricity, or digital tools, making it impossible for them to benefit from modern education. 4. Lost learning time from heat, disasters, and admin work classes get suspended frequently due to high heat or storms. Teachers are buried in paperwork instead of spending time teaching. This isn't just an issue inside classrooms. It's holding back the entire country. A weak education system leads to an unprepared workforce, lower productivity, and a population unable to compete in a global economy. What Einstein and Dewey got right. Albert Einstein once said, "Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think." And John Dewey noted, "If we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them of tomorrow." These words hit home. Our students aren't being taught how to think, and that's why they're failing to understand what they read. Let's be clear. Education doesn't begin in the classroom, it begins at home. Parents have a critical role in developing a child's love for learning. Always encourage your children to read, not just scroll. Provide them with meaningful reading materials and educational shows. Limit their exposure to shallow content from social media apps that are eating up their time and attention span. Today's youth are glued to screens, TikTok, mindless games, and trends that give nothing back intellectually. Another growing issue is the over-reliance on artificial intelligence tools. While AI can be a great aid in learning, many students now use it as a crutch, not a tool. They ask for answers but don't engage with the process of learning. This weakens their ability to think critically, reason, or reflect deeply. Always remember that AI should support learning, not replace thinking. Real solutions that can make a difference. 1. Teach logical and critical thinking. Students need to learn how to think, to question, to analyze, to solve. 2. Embrace online and hybrid learning models. Digital learning can help overcome class suspensions, resource limitations, and improve access. But first, we must close the digital divide, train teachers, and produce engaging, high-quality digital content. 3. Support and empower parents. Give them tools, workshops, and programs so they can become active partners in their children's learning journey. Here's the bottom line. More years of poor education won't lead to better learning, just longer failure. We need to rethink everything, from how we teach to what we teach, and even who's involved in the learning process. Because what truly matters is not how long students stay in school, but how well they're taught to think, explore, and grow. We must raise the standards of education, not just extend the years, and focus on developing curiosity, critical thinking, and a genuine love for learning. And it all starts at home. parents must be encouraged to guide their children, to read with them, expose them to meaningful content, and limit distractions from unproductive digital platforms. In a time when many students rely too heavily on AI and are consumed by social media, we need to bring back the joy of asking questions, not just getting answers. So whether you're a student, a parent, a teacher, or someone who simply wants a better future for this country, this is your call to action. Leave a comment and tell us what you think should change. Like and subscribe if you want to be part of a movement that values real, deep learning. And remember, education isn't just about years in school. It's about raising thinkers at home, in class, and in the real world.